Hey guys, Phil Nicaud here with Legendary. I'm coming to you from Mandeville, Louisiana. It is March 31st, 2020, the end of the first quarter. This is the fifth and final video in a video series entitled Leaders Serve Their Way Out of Crisis. And I'm entitling this video, Get Ready, Here It Comes. Now before we get started, I want to have full disclosure. I am not in my office, I'm in my home. So at any minute, you could hear noises and sounds, dogs barking, kids running, who knows what. I'm not responsible, okay? So I'm gonna keep going and just film this final video. I'm sitting here social distancing with my family. I hate even saying that word, but that's what we're doing. So I want to talk to you about three waves that I saw at the beginning of this entire thing when it approached America about a month ago. The first wave that I saw, and I remember telling you guys this in video number 1, was that this is a legitimate virus. And let me just say this. There are some people that have died, obviously. I think the toll is upwards of about 9,000 people globally, maybe more. And in America, there are many getting sick right now. In fact, one of my dear friends got sick, and we went to Sam's, got him a bunch of groceries, dropped it off on his doorstep. We are still praying for all of you families that have been negatively affected by this, and we're being responsible as our own family. So I want to say this. I know that it's a legitimate virus that really rocked the world. Now, the larger part of the wave I described in the first video was fear and panic fueled, I said, by the media. And again, they have to cover it, so I get that. But that caused panic in all these different countries and literally was successful in shutting down the world economy. And so my encouragement to the business owners was to define the crisis for your family, your business, and you have to define it yourself. And then from there, to increase your level of service to your family, increase your level of service to your employees, your customers, and really do some inspiring things in the community. And let me just tell you, I have heard some amazing stories. There are so many cool ideas on Facebook and social media about how moms and dads are making special memories with their families. And I think we'll look back on this time and say, boy, that was a COVID memory right there, you know, because it's forcing us to really connect in deep with our family. In terms of our employees, I want to encourage you business owners right now. I just want to say this, or your organizational leaders. You have handled this with such grace. I'm just going to tell you, and also with appropriate action. And I know that it's been difficult and tough, but it's also been difficult and tough on our employees. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And then there are some of you that are doing amazing things in the community, you know, from Drew Brees on down to just folks right in our community, in our neighborhood, just having like neighborhood time as they're walking around with their family and saying hello and things like that. So anyway, inspiring things there. The second wave that I saw, this is important, and I don't think it's really hit hard yet, but it's coming, is really the result of the first wave. With all of these people that have been laid off, and it is like in the millions already in America, it's caused major stress, major anxiety, and I think that the social and emotional health of the general population is really at risk and is vulnerable right now. And so my encouragement to you as an organizational leader, and I'm not telling you that you caused this. This was caused by outside of our control. But, you know, as an organizational leader, you're still responsible. And so my encouragement to you is this. You want to bolt on some kind of robust HR component to your company. Make sure that your benefits or your healthcare coverage has a counseling feature in it. Because here's the deal, as a legendary leader, you care about profits, you care about production, but you also care about people. And in the great recruiting effort that's about to occur as we compete for the best and brightest that are out there, and bringing customers and employees to our team, you want to have some kind of feature that cares for them as human beings, right? Again, this has been a very difficult time for everybody. And so my encouragement is to have that HR house locked in tight. Okay? And then the third wave that I see is an economic development wave unlike this country and the world has never seen, right? And so in America, that is certainly true. I remember seeing this movie, Brewster's Millions. Everybody remember Brewster's Millions? Richard Pryor, I'm kind of dating myself, I'm about 45 years old. And it was a scene where you could see all of the millions that he inherited in one room. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, God, I can't believe there's that much money in the world, you know? Listen, none of us can even fathom $1 trillion, much less 6. This stimulus package is definitely going to stimulate the economy. I don't know when it's coming. Again, this is March 31st, okay? So my encouragement to you is to create a sources and uses analysis with your team. Conduct a sources and uses analysis with your team. When this money comes in, whether you take it in the form of debt, whether it's forgivable, whether you just take the assistance and pay it all back, whatever your intention is, make sure it lines up with your vision and get your team engaged with the sources and uses analysis. It's going to really help you when you go to have this big wave come. And again, my estimation is that this is going to be the greatest comeback in American history. So again, look, I wanted to go back and tell you this. In the first wave, okay, the fear and panic. You guys have done a great job. And again, I think this will be studied over and over again, the inspirational, resilient way that Americans have dealt with this situation. Number 2, get your HR house in order. And number 3, get your business ready. Do a sources and uses analysis with your team and discern and decide exactly how you're going to spend that money. Remember this too. This is my final video to you in this series. And I'll be consistent with this. Look up, get your source from above. Look out. If you do that, you'll respond in faith and not fear. You'll move with courageous action, and you'll be the legendary leader that we all admire. If there's anything that we can do for you at Legendary, you let us know, and if not, we'll see you soon.